What?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We'll highlight all that. Don't you worry.
I'm just
But of
saying,
course,
you gotta remind people. You want to
Subscribe right now.
subscribe.
subscribe. Of course.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
As we always do on this show, we start with something that has nothing to do with golf. Did you see how much? Did you see how much money opening weekend the F1 movie made?
A lot more than LEO.
$144 million.
A lot more than LEO.
They posted that they were going to make 50% of their $300 million budget back in 72 hours.
That's actually absurd.
It's
Meanwhile,
incredible.
right? I think LEO is one of the top 3 biggest box office flops ever,
which is crazy.
Maybe it's just Pixar. So I've been having this debate with a lot of friends, and I had it at work the other day. We're talking about how like movies, and I think Pixar kind of falls victim to this. So Kay and I actually went to the movies last Tuesday. We saw The Materialists with Chris Evans, Pascal, and Dakota Johnson. First of all, Dakota Johnson's gorgeous. Second of all, I'm not gay. Shout out to Pride. But if I was gay, I think Pedro Pascal would be my guy.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance I've had Pedro Pascal's DNA on me, which I was deducing this more.
That's just really weird on a lot of levels, and we need to unpack this.
Pedro Pascal playing Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yes.
Sue Storm, played by Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby engaged and is having baby with Paul Rabel. And then I was talking to my sister about this, and my sister said, this is all with all due respect to everybody involved. I was like, I'm 1 degree of separation from Pedro Pascal, essentially. And my sister was like, well, yeah, Paul Rabel and Vanessa Kirby have kissed. Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal have kissed. You just have to kiss Paul Rabel, and then you've technically kissed Pedro Pascal. And I was like, you're not wrong. But then I flipped the script even more, and because I've bear hugged Paul Rabel recently, I've hugged Pedro Pascal, so there's Pedro Pascal DNA on me, which also means, Steve, get this. Are you ready for this one? This one's going to blow the people's brains. There's a non-zero chance I've had physical touch occur, one of the 5 love languages of our species, with Grogu.
I have bad news for everybody listening to this, because I may have a degree of separation from some of the scariest and most powerful people on earth. I've shaken Donald Trump's hand.
Same. You're not alone. You're not special.
Which means, but let it sink in. Then I have probably, in some way, shape, or form, right, degrees of separation. Granted, this was back when he was on The Apprentice, doing The Apprentice, but like that season, right? Like Bret Michaels was on. I probably touched Bret Michaels. Joan Rivers was on. Probably touched Joan Rivers. It would be like, I went to a NASCAR race. I touched Michael Jordan's hand. Michael Jordan could have touched fucking anything. Like that kissing babies for all I know. So the degrees of separation are there. However, imagine what it would be like if you shook Trump's hand right nowadays, and you're now a DNA separation from Putin or Zelensky or anybody that's in the political power world during the opportunity that we can go into World War III at any moment. Like you could be 1 degree of separation from the fucking panic button.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance that you and I, at the moments we unfortunately shook that dude's hand, we have Stormy Daniels' DNA on us.
I didn't have to think about that.
I didn't either, but here we are.
Oh, God. Give me some hush money. Now, back to the movie thing that we actually originally were on. So, Ken, I'm talking like, it sucks about how like people critique like Pixar particularly because they're making remakes, live action Stitch movie, all this stuff. They finally put out like a decent movie. I haven't seen LEO, but like a original plot, not a sequel or a prequel, and it flops. Which
makes no sense because the reviews are very good. Like it has an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The reviews are always good. It's the critic score that sucks.
For a Pixar movie to have an 83% right. It has an 83% on the tomato meter, 91% on the popcorn meter, which is the fan.
Yeah, but that's also that's a fan vote. That's a
right.
A consumer. Like the critics
83% is the critic score.
Oh, actually, yeah,
is what I'm saying. IMDb has a 7 out of 10. Has a 4.1 on the Google ratings. That's the one that gets all the toxic ratings. Is the Google ratings. People will nuke those.
No, I think it's insane how that movie flopped. I mean, granted, I think also the movie era is starting to die because of the whole, it's going to be on streaming in 2 months.
Which is so
I don't need
dumb.
to worry about
and
it.
That's on the theaters. And Christian and I have talked about this. We need movies to be in theaters longer than 30 days.
Yes.
It should be a minimum of 60 days. I'll even compensate and give you like 50, but like back when we were kids, like movies were in the theaters for a long time. And now it's like, boom, 30 days, and now it's on streaming. Now it's on digital. Like, that's what's killing it. Like, give them longer run times. You're limiting the amount of time people have to go and see a movie because you're so quick to turn around and put it on a streamer or put it on digital right away. And it's like, why not give people more than just 3 to 4 weekends in a given month to go see a movie? Because that's typically when you're going to the movie theater, barring the ability to go on like a Tuesday night or, a Friday night date night, which is still technically the weekend. Yeah. But like the weekends are your predominant days, and you're giving people 4 chances to go and see what could be a big time hit, could go and see an awesome movie like Elio. I haven't seen it yet either, but like seeing the trailers and everything. And like you said, it's an original thing from Pixar. Like that intrigues me. And all of the stuff that's coming out from Disney, even though I'm older, it's very enjoyable. Luca, awesome movie. Like Soul,
Elementals, great movie.
Like all of that stuff rocks, and you don't give people enough time to go and see it.
Yeah, no, I think that there needs to be reform in theaters, and I think the problem is too is it's gotten too overpriced, man. Like we only go on Tuesdays because it's $5 Tuesdays at AMC theaters. Like that's a steal. But like my popcorn or a soda shouldn't cost more than my ticket. We went to it was Island.
Well, you know why it does?
What?
The concession. That's where they make their money.
Yeah, I mean yes, but at the same time though, like right, like you go on a Saturday, a ticket's $24 to go see a movie. Like $24 for me.
You got that. You got that New York increase.
That is true, but like $24 for a movie, then it's $18 for the soda popcorn combination. That's $50 right there. I can go to a Mets game and spend less, and I get a much longer overall show duration, anyways. And you don't know what's gonna happen. It's all topsy turvy. So it's like there's a give and a take. I think it's absurd to be spending $100 for a couple to go to the movies, or $140 for a family of 4 just to go see a movie. It's insane.
That's why I'm single, Steve.
Yeah, well.
It's one of the many reasons I get to go to the movies by myself, baby.
It's called look like I have the girlfriend, the wifeflation. You know how it is. Hopefully she didn't hear me. She's over in this over on the couch reading her book. Anywho, welcome in everybody. Get in the hole here. KB and Steve on a wonderful Monday, a magnificent Monday here in the world of golf. Covering everything from the underground here on Underground Sports Philadelphia, streaming live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you can get your favorite podcast, bringing you all the news, betting tips, and updates from across the golfing world week in and week out. And we cannot be where we are as a alleged top 30 podcast in the world on the golf rankings, which is an absolute honor to have. But because we are in the position, in the place that we are, we need to shout out those who give us the absolute most. And that's where we jump right in to the start of the show here. Our shout out to the week presented by one of our best merch sponsors, Acorn Hills. Absolutely love what they're doing over out in Western Pennsylvania. Changing clothing through conservation. They're offering eco-friendly packaging, materials, and clothing tags on styles that you'll love. Brand new polos just dropped with the signature Acorn style. And you can jump in on the action with Acorn Hills. Get everything from quarter zips to t-shirts, polos, ball markers, and beyond. Get ready for the golf course with Acorn Hills. with their new summer drop that released earlier this month. You can use code GITH15. That's getting the whole 15 for 15% off your next order at acornhillsco.com. Again, GITH15 for 15% off your next order at acornhillsco.com. And look your best from the ground up. We begin the show. Our first big shout out of the week. Who else but Aldrich Potgeider? Let me tell you, it's
just a hysterical statement saying our first shot. Who else but a guy who sounds like he's from the wizarding world of Harry Potter?
Newt Scamander. Oh God!
He's gonna teach me something about like spellcasting at Hogwarts. Professor Potgeider.
If I tell you Aldrich Potgeider, who's the first movie actor in the Harry Potter universe that's playing this kid?
The guy that played Voldemort in the first movie, that was like Voldemort was inhabiting his body.
You mean Professor Quirrell?
Yeah.
Or wait, hold on. Or was the guy who played Voldemort always Voldemort? Like in that portion when he was in the back of his head, was that still what's his name? I'm drawing a blank.
Ralph
Fiennes?
Fiennes, yeah.
Fiennes, English.
Who was Professor Quirrell?
I found out recently that apparently Robin Williams wanted to be in the movie because he knew Chris Columbus from Mrs. Doubtfire. And he was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, we're only having British actors. And he's like, I can give you a good British accent. And so for apparently like years afterwards, Robin Williams tried to like fit British accent quips into all of his movies just to annoy Christopher Columbus.
Ian Hart.
It
can either be him or the guy who played Gilderoy Lockhart.
Oh, Magnificent Me. That guy was the biggest. That character was the biggest pussy.
He was such a he was something.
He was certainly something.
Yeah, if you told me Gilderoy Lockhart and Aldrich Potgeider were co-workers at Hogwarts, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Gilderoy Lockhart, Aldrich Potgeider, and Remus Lupin getting butterbeers over Hogsmeade. How you doing?
So Aldrich Potgeider, Gilderoy Lockhart, and Severus Snape walk into a bar.
So Aldrich Potgeider, first of all, an incredible name. I'm surprised you didn't pick this up when, like, the beginning of the year, if you remember back in December, I gave my way too early picks for PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. Well, I'm pretty much on point already. The guy's got one win. He's the third youngest player in the history of the PGA Tour to win a event before the age of 21. He joins Joaquin Niemann, Tom Kim, Rory McIlroy, and Seve Ballesteros. It's a pretty damn good list, if you ask me. He won in a 5-hole playoff this week at the Rocket Classic, taking out 6-time tour winner Chris Kirk and Max Greyersman. Dramatic 5-hole playoff to claim the win, the 20-year-old from South Africa. Also, I'm not sure if you've ever seen Aldrich Potgeider. You should Google him. He's one of the big fellas. He's bigger than most guys on the PGA Tour, so it's a win for the big guys. Also, he like very much looks like he's 20 years old.
Why does he look like a young version of Harry Potter's uncle?
Wait,
he looks
like Sirius Black?
No, the evil uncle.
Oh,
that he was living under the steps with.
Don't
that
be
blows
mean.
Up into the balloon.
No, that's
he's got
rude.
A similar face, and he also looks like Malfoy's friend.
He looks like Crab. He looks like Crab. We're gonna do the side by side.
My sister is going to love this intro.
Oh man! Shout out to Aldrich Potgeider, big win, 20 years old, potential PGA Tour Rookie of the Year in the making here. Absolutely love it. Second shout out.
I'm gonna start calling him Hoss Potgeider.
The only thing funnier than going from Aldrich Potgeider and the Harry Potter universe is to flip it on its head and go, shout out to Voldemort himself, Patrick Reed.
A leader of the dark arts.
The literal leader of the resistance against Hogwarts, Patrick Reed, aka Lord Voldemort, who claimed his first victory at LIVGolf Dallas. The fact that Patrick Reed has been on LIVGolf for 3 years and only just now won for the first time, when like Richard Bland has 2 wins. I'm like, dude, like what are we doing here? He beat Paul Casey and Louis Oosthuizen, as well as Junichiro Kuzoma in a playoff, despite shooting 3 over par and letting the entire field come back on him. That's like the
Junichiro Kuzoma.
The man's Japanese are turning into a spell. Ledelicus Oosthuizen. Oh my god!
Oh, this is a banger already.
We're gonna have way more of these two, which is the worst part. Reed shot the 6th worst score of the day, but still managed to take home the victory at LIVGolf Dallas. Also, the highest watched LIVGolf event in its history so far. Want to give another shout out to Tomas Peters, or Tomas Pieters, which it sounds like, which also sounds like the one song by Biggie Smalls. What is it? I Drive a Chevrolet Movie Theater. Tomas Pieters.
Interior crocodile alligator. I Drive a Chevrolet Movie Theater. The only thing I can think of when I hear that song is Andrew McCutcheon in the dugout with the Saturday Night Special Phillies jersey with his 2 foam cups just dancing around. Fucking Uncle Larry in this bitch. Fucking tremendous.
I want to get your opinion on this. Thomas Peters ran up on a fan who was in a hospitality tent during round 1. He was chirping Patrick Reed, and Peters walked up to him and was giving him some shit. He was giving him the real Peter Pettigrew treatment.
I thought you were going to say he was giving him the Wyndham Clark treatment.
No, he didn't. No, he did not insult. He did not, in fact, assault him. But I want to get your opinion. What do you think about players like advocating for themselves and chirping back at fans? Non-physical altercations, of course. Like we aren't Ron Artest at the Palace, the Malice in the Palace here. But what do you think about guys standing up for themselves, getting into someone's face if they can, and being like, "Yo, shut up"?
I'm fine with it. I think it was this year. Brooks did the same thing. Like Brooks was walking by somebody and somebody was chirping him, and Brooks was like, "Come down here if you want to talk shit."
I mean, hey, Rory McIlroy, the players took a UT Austin's golfer's phone and was like you're being rude, and just walked away.
I don't hate it as long as it's not physical. Like, don't risk your career because of somebody being a big dumb dipshit, and don't be enough of a big dumb dipshit to invoke a player to like get in your keep it funny but classy. Like I don't mind.
Don't be like the guy the White Sox Diamondbacks game was saying.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. That guy's a piece of shit.
Hold on, I will say that was a little bit overblown. He was saying a yo mama joke, but didn't know his mom was dead. Like, still, I understand the concept here, but like,
I'm also of the belief that
he wasn't outright saying like, "Oh, like your mom's dead," whatever. Like,
I'm also of the belief that if you're gonna chirp a player in any sport, family's off limits. No matter how kind-hearted, lighthearted, like keep it.
You would have hated me in college.
Simple. Keep it simple. Like, you want to go after the player, be a little like my big thing. I go to Phillies games all the time. I'm going tomorrow night as we record this on Monday. I noticed Martin Maldonado is on the San Diego Padres. I fucking hate that guy because he leaned into every pitch during the 2022 World Series. So he's getting my patented, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks" in the old SpongeBob voice. And that's what I do. I do that every series. I find a guy in the lineup and they get hit with the "Oh, brother, this guy stinks," and it gets the people going. Now, we'll see how it gets the people going because I'm sitting in a much classier section tomorrow night. I'm sitting in the 100 level. Got gifted a couple tickies. But you know, we'll see how the hoity-toities of the 100 level like my personality traits coming through. But
oh no,
keep it fun. I called Pete Alonso a sneech on Sunday Night Baseball. And
what is a sneech?
From Dr. Seuss, the big yellow people that had the star belly sneeches. I'll send you a picture right now of one.
Yeah,
he looks
please do
just like a sneech. And guy couple rows behind me said, "Right on, brother. Spot on. No doubt about it."
KB, I have two more shouts for you, both of which could very much be in the universe of Harry Potter. Shout out to Padraig Harrington, who not only is he Irish, which automatically puts him in the running to be in the Harry Potter universe, but he also won the U.S. Senior Open this week for the second time. He defeated Stuart Sink at Broadmoor to win his second major title. So shout out to Padraig Harrington. But ironically enough, Harrington also gets mentioned in our birthday shout out this week, presented by our friends over at Rita's. Shout out to Rita's.
We love Rita's, especially Rita's in Sewell, New Jersey. 288 Egg Harbor Road is the address to go hang out with our friends at Rita's all summer long. And Steve, just a couple days ago, they released a brand new flavor, limited time only, that Rocket Pop Ice, that patented delicious popsicle that you used to get back in the summertime. It's a blast of cherry, lemon, and blue raspberry. They've got it in the Italian ice. They've got the 5-layer gelati with the firecracker glitter sprinkles. They've got the ice blender. I'm so excited to try this. Like, summertime was defined by that first barbecue you had with your family, and then boom, you go in that refrigerator in the garage, there's the Rocket Pops ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
And now we got it in Rita's Italian ice. We got it in the gelatis. Go try the new flavor. Plus, if you go to rita'ice.com, you can check out the full menu of flavors, see the Rita's and Sewell flavors that they have available each and every day. And you can also get that ever so important nutritional fact guidance there for you as well. Again, that's Rita's in Sewell, 288 Egg Harbor Road in Sewell, New Jersey. And we thank Rita's for being a proud partner of the podcast.
And with that being said, I want to give a special birthday shout out to Hogwarts potions professor Roger Maltby, the 5-time PGA Tour winner turned course analyst for NBC Sports, celebrating his 73rd birthday today. So happy birthday to Roger Maltby. Awesome guy, one of the GOATs of NBC media coverage on course analysis. Him and Dottie do an incredible job week in and week out. But with the aforementioned Harrington, right, we had a little showdown between the potions professor and the leader of the dark arts, Padraig Harrington, who they had a bit of a back and forth, a spirited conversation, because apparently Roger, while walking the golf course, mind you, this man's 73 years old, he's walking behind the groups, he did not take time to look for Harrington's lost ball. And Harrington got a little bit heated about it. At the end of the day, guys, Roger Maltby's doing his freaking job. He played golf for 25 years, an illustrious career. He played well. The last thing that he should be doing is looking for someone's ball when he's covering the game of golf. If he was standing in a spot that he shouldn't have been, maybe like in the guy's line when he was putting or hitting a shot or whatnot, that I get. But like, we're really going to argue about losing someone's ball. Regardless, happy birthday to Raj. Don't let Patty get in the way of your big day. 73 years old, to the Roger Maltby.
And I have our favorite website pulled up today as we record this on June 30th. I've got the famous birthdays of today, Steve, and we got some bangers.
What Harry Potter after celebrating a birthday today?
Well, we've got one of the greatest wizards of all time celebrating their 40th birthday today, and that is my GOAT, Michael Phelps, celebrating his 40th birthday today. It is also the 32nd birthday of Trey Turner, who is currently playing for the Philadelphia Phillies right now. And one of my favorite things, Steve, I don't know if the Mets do it because I've never been to Citi Field yet, but whenever the Phillies showcase like whose birthday it is, you get the birthday shout out of all the kids and people in the stadium. Mm-hmm. Whenever it's a player's birthday, the player's name is in that list as well. And I love that little touch from the Philadelphia Phillies Jumbotron operators. We are also celebrating the ever so phenomenal birthday of Fantasia of American Idol fame.
Do you have more?
I do have a few more. Ralph Schumacher.
I've got a few for you as well.
Ralph Schumacher, who is a Formula One race car driver born in Germany. He's celebrating his 50th birthday. One of my favorite former Phillies, Chan-Ho Park, celebrating a birthday today, born in 1973. Also, I have to bring this up. She started in Last House on the Left, born in Cleveland, Ohio, 1971. It just fits with the bill of what we've been talking about. Monica Potter.
Okay.
Had to bring it up there. Also celebrating a birthday today is Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so I was gonna jump in with my 3 big birthdays. One of them was Tyson. I want to give a shout out to one of the true wizards of the NFL, Mr. AJ Brown, celebrating a birthday today.
He's always
Shout
open.
out to AJB, always open, always catching dimes. Pisses me off as a Giants fan. Also, big birthdays to Cole Swindell, country artist, will be making an appearance on Golfer vs. Country Artist sometime soon, as well as longtime actor Vincent D'Onofrio. Big birthday for Vinny D.
Hello, Stephen McAvoy. I am Mayor Wilson Fisk, and I'm celebrating my birthday today.
Final shout out for a rapper who does not get a lot of credit. He kind of gets like looped into like the Young Gravy talk. I think this guy's actually a really talented actor. BB No Money.
Never
turns
heard
30.
Of him. No offense.
He's worth the look up. BB No Money turns 30 years old today. His name, he has one of those like rap names that like you would not know if you looked at it. Kind of like because again I suck with Roman numerals. What's the name? Quinn 90 something.
Oh, Quinn 92.
Quinn 92. Thank you. I never remember his name. His literal name is BBNO $. BB No Money. Good, pretty good name.
Interesting.
I have one other shout out. Kind of falls in its own thing, but it's our social media clip of the week, and I want to give shouts to the one and only, maybe the greatest transformation from like big fat all-time pitcher to like skinny legend. CC Sabathia was on at Fanatics Fest last week with the subpar guys, Colt Nost and crew, and he said, and this was on golf.com's socials, he said that at his peak during his career, he would eat 4 to 5 boxes of Captain Crunch in a sitting. Apparently, his youngest son can do 2 or 3 boxes, and he's only getting bigger. But don't worry, he eats with 2% milk. So, not a whole milk family at the Sabathia home. But, dude, 4 to 5 boxes? Absurd.
And he was one of those guys that, like, during his career, you would see, like, a couple seasons, like, he would drop weight and he would lose his velocity, and then he had to like, ramp back up. And, like, it was all from just his known body mechanics. I have to say, as somebody who despised CC Sabathia after the 2009 World Series, for obvious reasons, he has grown on me in his post-playing career.
He's a great guy.
So awesome. Like, I love CC Sabathia so much.
Yeah, no, he really is a great guy. And I think he, you know what it is? I think the one thing that I love about athletes is you really get to know them behind the curtain once they do retire. Like, I have a lot of newfound respect for like A-Rod and Derek Jeter as like their punditry and just like going on shows and podcasts and whatnot. CC definitely falls in that category. I think like Greg Olson is another name that kind of fits in there as well. Becoming a commentator and a pundit. Nate Burleson as well. But like CC, I always was infatuated by CC, but he has the best stories. Like you're saying, he used to like drop weight. He showed up one year when he was on the Yankees, and Joe Girardi was like, dude, like, I need to get you fat. So Joe Girardi bought him out one night and bought him like 10 McDonald's double cheeseburgers and said, fucking go to town. And the guy showed up the next day, was 5 pounds heavier. And you saw like a 2 or 3 mile an hour push to his fastball. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, yeah, man, I guess I'm just good fat. And they realized that too when he got dealt from Cleveland to Milwaukee. I forgot who the manager was at the time, but they talked about how, like, obviously Milwaukee, the Brewers had a partnership at the time with Miller because it was Miller Park. Mm-hmm. And so like they would have Miller beers in the clubhouse, and they would just have him just down beers, and he gained like 25 pounds from the deadline when he got moved to the end of September, just from fucking drinking, like pounding beers. And it was the best like stretch of his career. He was gigantic. So like he's a hilarious dude.
It was Ned Yost was the manager.
Ned Yost. He was saying like, yeah, like we really give him beer and like food and just fill him up. And he'd be like 280 pounds.
He talked about every time they would come to Philadelphia, I think he said he would eat like 2 to 3 cheesesteaks that were,
Absurd.
and like people say that the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia is the one that's in the visitors clubhouse.
Really?
At Citizens Bank Park.
Who makes it?
No idea. Like the only people that get it are like the visitors to Citizens Bank Park, but they always say like they rave about how that cheesesteak is like incredible. That's
Sounds
like a
to me like you and I gotta.
like,
you and I need to like get Phillies uniforms and try and like sneak in.
Mr. Middleton, how you done?
Like get me in that like visitors locker room and find me the chef who's making that food.
Yeah, everyone always talks about it, and like a bunch of like players are like, yeah, I have to avoid the like kitchen and food area in the visitors clubhouse at Citizens Bank Park because I will be 500 pounds.
KB, final segment here before we cut to the break. We have some breaking news in the world of golf. The official body of the European golf event and major championship, the Open Championship, the RNA has announced a new 12-for-1 playoff format coming in 2026 that will be played at the historic Southport Links for the major at Royal Birkdale. Again, 12 players in the field for one singular spot. They're going to play it on the Monday of the Open, and they're going to leave only one spot open. What do you think about the new addition to try and get more viewership and more intrigue about who will be entering the field? And also, might I add, it's going to be all local golfers, only people from where the tournament's being held in England and Scotland, wherever it may be. They can qualify for it, and the top 12 players will face off in a one-day event.
Cool. I mean, I'm coming from this perspective of I don't know what happened before or if they did anything before.
They have not. It was just you qualified, and that was it.
So why not, spice something up, throw a little zest on it, a little lemon, a little lime zest, a little orange zest, maybe.
Bring some eyeballs to what is the last major of the year. I think it's a great idea. It's going to give more people intrigue into what's happening in the game of golf. I mean, like one of the things that I always rave about is when the U.S. Open comes around, because the U.S. Open is of course open to anybody in the United States. The Open is a similar idea for those in the UK and beyond in Europe. But we always talk about like golf's longest day, 36 holes, trying to fight for those like few 30, 40 spots that are available for the rest of the field. Guys who are longtime pros who haven't qualified, guys who are amateurs, or even guys like Dan Rappaport trying to get out there and find their way. Tony Romo has been trying to get on past like pre-qualifying for years, but anybody can do it. I think it's going to be awesome to be able to see another event and to have it be so intimate. Just 12 players, I think makes it even better. It kind of gives like Piston Cup Final 3 sort of vibe. Like you're watching a race of just 3 guys going at it, nothing else, and it's only 6 two-sums. Like that's really what makes it interesting when everybody is in close proximity, kind of can see everything happening all at once.
Here's my thing: they have to broadcast it.
They have to, yeah.
Like if you want this to be a positive change or a new spin on something, you have to broadcast, and you have to broadcast it properly.
I'm pretty sure Sky Sports does have a partnership with the RNA to be able to do it. So they'll probably do it in Europe. I don't know how they would do it in the States here, but
probably Paramount Plus, I would assume. Shout out.
Probably.
That would be my guess, because I'm pretty sure with like Premier League and the Championship, and obviously Champions League too, we get the broadcast for a bunch of stuff on Paramount Plus for Champions League, and the Championship is like exclusively on Paramount Plus, which I think is like the US equivalent to Sky Sports, like 1-for-1 like transfer over, because we don't have Sky Sports here, obviously.
Actually, it might not be Paramount. It would actually be apparently Sky Sports. The owner is Sky Group, who is owned by Comcast. So it'll be NBC.
Peacock.
Yeah, it'd be Peacock. If only it was on
Paramount Plus would
on
be better.
Paramount Plus. That would be gigantic. We're gonna take a short break. Oh yeah.
Before we take our break,
yeah, please.
Breaking news brought to you by our friends at 47.
What?
We love 47 here at Underground Sports Philadelphia. Steve, I genuinely cannot tell anyone enough how much I love 47. Like, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods today because I bought my very first Philadelphia Union jersey, and they sell 47. I got the blank back, but it's the new away kit that has like the lightning crackle and it's like the powder blue.
Very cool.
Beautiful. For like down here in the studio, I literally have 47 everywhere. I have my birds, I got the TGL, you name it. I got it down here. I got a Red October one down here. I got so much. I have it for Brighton because that's the official headwear partner of my Brighton and Hove Albion boys. I've been wearing 47 for literally decades. Steve, you've been doing the same. Like, we're wearing 47 all the time. And they just dropped one of the coolest collabs for the golf course. It's an exclusive headwear capsule that takes your favorite MLB team from the ballpark to the back nine. It's 47 and Rawlings.
So sick.
These hats are gorgeous. And it's got that cool tech, to make sure it's breathable for you out on the course. They've got all your favorite MLB teams. Steve, I'm not even joking. We have to do that video this summer where you play a course and I do the putting, and we're just out there repping 47.
Absolutely,
because
100%.
That's just how it's got to be done. You guys can use our link in the description. Shop with 47. I literally have like 4 hats in my bag right now as I log onto the website. Use our link to shop with 47. Join the 47 family. Create an account. It's free to do it. And you get free shipping on all orders once you join the 47 family. You earn points on every purchase you make, which truly adds up because those points can then be turned in to free hats, free apparel for your favorite MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA, college, minor league baseball, NASCAR, which I always say, I'm not the biggest NASCAR guy, but their merchandise is second to none. They've got soccer. They've got all the golf collections as well. Steve's been wearing it all summer long out on the course when he's hitting those balls 9,000 feet with his new clubs. Use our link in the description. Use our link in the description, shop at 47, and get free shipping on all orders when you join the 47 family. And we thank 47 for being a proud partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia.
This man's gassing me up way too much. What's your breaking news here?
Oh, no. The breaking news you just brought was brought to you by 47.
I thought you had more. Oh, never mind. That's on me. We're going to take a short break. On the other side, we're going to jump right into the final true U.S. major of the year. Don't worry. We know the Open exists, but we have the final United States major, the end of the Creature Crown, the John Deere Classic coming to you. We've had a long hiatus from a Creature Crown event since February. We haven't had one. We finally get one this week at the John Deere, and we're going to come back. We saw a new trend happening on social media. We're going to unpack it and see if KB can name some of the best golfers in the game based on their actual first name, because apparently they don't use their birth name. We'll be right back here from the Underground. KB and Steve-O. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, everybody? It's KB. Before we get into the episode, just wanted to remind everybody that the Get in the Hole podcast is presented by our good friends at Rita's Italian Ice and Custard in Sewell, New Jersey. You can check them out all season long at 288 Egg Harbor Road in Sewell. Fancy their entire menu of delicious treats from the Italian Ice. My personal favorite, the gelatis, which is the Italian Ice with the custard on top and in the bottom, packaged together with that delicious Italian Ice. They've got the concrete, the blendinis, and so much more. Visit ritazice.com to peruse their entire menu of delicious treats and see the nutritional facts about everything as well. Again, that's 288 Egg Harbor Road in Sewell, New Jersey. Our good friends at Rita's Ice Custard Happiness. And without any further ado, let's get into this episode of the Get in the Hole.
Subscribe to Get in the Hole Pod. Get in the Hole is brought to you by PHI Apparel Company, our incredible merch partners. PHI Apparel Co. provides unique designs and high-quality clothing from t-shirts to hoodies for every golfer around. With their original designs for all, there's no doubt you'll stand out on the course, the driving range, or at the 19th hole. Go to phiapparel.co and use code UNDERGROUND at checkout for 10% off any order. That's code UNDERGROUND at phiapparel.co and grab exclusive Get in the Hole podcast merch and support your favorite golfers.
Subscribe to Get in the Hole pod.
I gotta say, man, I love the fact that like 47 has such great stuff. I hate the fact that my teams all have the same color scheme. Between the Knicks and the Mets in the blue and orange, which is a really just a bad color duo, in my opinion.
100%.
Like the Rangers are good, but like blue and red, it's just it's very like classic.
You got a lot of blue.
Yeah, it's too much blue. The Giants, like it's literally blue and red, or it's blue and orange. That's it. And like Notre Dame's blue and gold, so like it's kind of good. I feel like I can never get enough diversity in my actual like clothing that I want to get for my sports teams. Because like at least for you, right? You get orange and black, you get red, white, and blue, green and white and black, and then red and white.
Blue again.
Like it just works. I feel like I'm like,
and then I also got black, gold, and a little bit of red with the wings. I got purple and black with the water dogs.
And then of course
the Union have blue and yellow, which is awesome.
The only diversity that I have in color palette is my like quasi Redwoods and like Atlas fandom, just because I'm a New York fan, with the green and the yellow, and then the light blue is sick. Yeah. But like
you got the
that's
Liberty.
Literally all I get. But like I'm not gonna wear Liberty.
That seafoam and black is sweet.
It is beautiful.
Shout out to my favorite pappy, Natasha Cloud.
Shout out to my girl Sabrina Ionescu. God,
up until like I've rooted for, because obviously WNBA news came across the docket today officially, that Philly's getting a team in 2030 when I will be 35 years old. Just kidding, I'll be 37. But
man, you're gonna be old as dirt.
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna be dead. But I do love rooting for just like the players, and like obviously we have like some mutuals that work in the WNBA, so like I've rooted for those teams to do well. But I am excited to have a WNBA team to finally root for in 5 years. But I do love rooting for New York right now because of Natasha and Sabrina, and like they're just such a fun team to root for. Stewie rocks.
Yeah, well, they're only going to get better in due time. I really do need to go to a game though very soon.
I want to go to a game so bad. Like we need to coordinate that. We got to coordinate that, and I got to figure out a way to get to Citi Field to check that off my list too.
Literally, you tell me when you want to come to Citi Field. Tickets are $20 day off. We can go, and easy peasy. We'll get you a pastrami on rye. We'll get you a Dole Whip. We'll be living.
Dole Whip, good grief! You're gonna make me look like Harry Potter's fucking uncle. I'm gonna be living under the stairs.
KB, trending on social media from Golf Digest, I saw a post they had of, I'm not sure if you caught it. It was golfers and their real names. Now, like I'm not talking stuff as simple as like I found out like Eric Van Rooyen's first name is Frederick, but Frederick. Eric, there you go. He takes that. It isn't something like your name's Richard and you go by Dick. No, this is like guys who legitimately have them like the weirdest out there names, whether it be a middle name they go by, a nickname or whatnot. And we're gonna see if you can name golfers by their real name, presented by our friends over at Devereux. One of the hardest names maybe that I've ever had to spell originally when I was like figuring out. Like now it's easy because I can go on Devereux.com and like I know the wording, but like Devereux was always a fun name that I never was able to spell. Not only wasn't I never able to spell it, I never had the money to be able to afford it. But as of late, in terms of the the wearability and the affordability of golf, while prices have gone through the roof, Devereux has managed to maintain their stance that quality should not mean $100 for a polo shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of what Devereux Golf is. They're changing the culture of golf, and I'm so proud to be able to be a partner of such an awesome brand over at Devereux Golf, putting out brand new packages. Their capsules are coming in hot very, very soon. They had some awesome stuff for the U.S. Open a couple of weeks ago. Their master stuff, still, I'm waiting for it to hopefully go on sale so I can jump on that. But
you see this 90s Swingman T-shirt that they just released?
So,
that's me.
Here's the problem, right? I don't have enough money to be able to buy the entire closet that they're pushing out. God, if I did, I would my entire closet would just be Devereux at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Devereux on 47. That's literally all I would wear.
That's all you need.
My life. But Devereux is an awesome merch partner of ours. Absolutely love to have them on with us. And you can check the link in our description and use code WELCOME15 for 15% off your next order at DevereuxGolf.com. Of course, the culture of golf is growing. Why not get involved with it with our friends over at Devereux? Awesome stuff happening with the brand.
And it is 15% off your first purchase, just so people don't.
Thank you. Also, I'm eyeing a couple of head covers from them. I got a member guest in a couple of weeks. I'm probably buying my new mallet putter. I'm going to take photos of it for the event, and I'll be putting it on full blast for everyone to see.
You gotta get the gnome. You gotta get the gnome mallet cover.
I'm actually looking at the one. It's it looks like the acid drip background. It's blue and purple and black. It's the alien camo.
Yes. Yeah, that's sweet.
So
that's hot.
I'm eyeing that. Honestly, the Bomber Girl mallet putter looks sick too. That's one of their newer ones.
Let me see.
The Johnny Walker logo is pretty sick. I love the skull.
Cool.
They have
I love their skull logo.
Also, by the way, the Out of Bounds mallet cover that they have looks a lot like the polo that you wore to the Truist.
Let me take a look. You said it's a mallet cover?
Yeah, the Out of Bounds. They have probably all different types, but that's one that I'm seeing here.
Oh yeah, it does.
It looks just like your polo shirt.
I love the horseshoe one too. That thing is menacing.
Also, very much have to buy both the Swingman, the regular Skull Tee, the Bomber Girl, all this stuff just looks absolutely fantastic. Once again, DevereuxGolf.com, 15% off your next order. Your first order with Welcome 15. You check out the code in the link in our description. KB, can you guess these golfers by their real names? I've made it easy for you. I'm going to give you the number of letters too, so you could try and kind of guess around. But our first player is going to be. I'll keep it easy for you. Max Homa does not go by Max. He goes by this 4-letter name beginning with J and ending in N.
I'd like to buy Val.
Yes.
O.
Oh, yes, in that second spot there, J-O.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Yes, sir.
John.
John is correct. Vanna White's going all wild. John Homa. In fact, Max is actually his middle name. Actually, it's not even really Max. It's Maxwell. This is his middle name, oddly enough. Webb Simpson does not go by Webb. He actually goes. Oh, sorry. He goes by Webb. Yeah, his birth name isn't Webb. He goes by Webb. It's actually not even really his first name. It's his middle name. Webb isn't even like a middle name. It's just a nickname. 5 letters, starts with a J, ends in an S.
See, before you said that, I was going to say his real first name was Spider. J and ends with an S. James?
James is, in fact, correct. James Webb Simpson. Next up, the all-time great. I hope you know this one, and I'm making this one the last easy one for you. Tiger Woods' real name.
That's Eldrick, Chief.
Eldrick Tiger Woods, of course. How can we not get that one right? Now we're on to the fun ones. One of our favorite players, one of our guys, does not go by his first name, nor is it his middle name. He just started going by it. Tony Finau, this 6-letter name beginning with an M and ending in an N.
Which I do have to say, shout out to Tony Finau. He announced the Utah Mammoth first-round pick.
Hell yeah. Bit of an uncommon name.
M and ends with an N. Can I ask how many vowels?
2.
2 vowels.
This is actually the first name of a baseball player who I hated for a long time. Might not give you enough of a clue because it didn't play for an NL East rival per se. But this guy was just a douche canoe.
2 vowels. All right, I'm going to buy a vowel.
Okay.
I'm going to go A.
A is not in the puzzle.
Okay.
I saw you thinking Marion.
I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. This is throwing me for a loop. M and N are usually next to each other in the alphabet.
Followed by another M.
O?
O is there. It is the second to last letter. So O-N.
Okay, so it's not a double O. It's not moron. That's what I am right now, Tony.
Moron
so
female?
O is the next
second
to
to last
N.
letter, yeah. M blank 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 O-N.
I need to like type this out.
It's like Wordle.
Yeah.
We're playing Wordle.
We're playing Hangman for the real cultured people out there. So I still have 3 blanks, correct?
Yes. The 3 blanks are following the letter M.
Oh, damn. I thought I had a good guess, but it's 1 letter short. I'm going to buy an I.
It's right after M.
Okay.
You're almost there. You have the hardest part down. It's just figuring out those middle 2 letters.
That's the easy part. The middle part's hard. I got the bread of the sandwich. I need the meat now.
That's a spicy meatball.
See, before I got, like, when I got the O, I was going to go Myron, but that's 1 letter short.
Wouldn't be a bad guess.
Is it Milton?
It's Milton. Tony Milton Finau. And Tony isn't even his like a part of his name whatsoever. He just goes by Tony.
He's Big Tone. He likes the Sopranos. How you doing?
I don't blame him though for going by Tony. I think like Milton's a name of like men exclusively in their 60s.
Yeah, Milton like Finau also doesn't like pop off the page like Tony Finau.
Milton Finau gives like 1960s golfer.
Yeah, it sounds like
big wide collars.
Yeah,
plaid pants.
You've got like the war is over guy doing the golf announcing, not Jim Nance.
Next up, we got Bubba Watson. This is a weird one.
Oh.
Fun fact, actually, Bubba was a nickname given to him by his father for one of his favorite football players, Bubba Smith.
My dad.
5 letters, start up to the G, ends in a Y.
No, I'm going to be funny here. This is not my final answer, but it could be gravy. Bubba Watson could be young gravy.
I will give you a hint. The name typically does not begin with a G. It's a very like southern spelling of the name.
It's not Jerry, is it?
Yeah, it's Jerry or Gary. Gary. Gerry. Yes.
That's like the lady spelling of Jerry.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ginny. It's a little bit it's a little strange. Next up, we got your favorite person on the PGA Tour, the Big Bulldog, aka the Ox, Sepp Straka. Now, Sepp, I've come to find out, is actually a nickname, kind of like it. This is right. This name in Austrian starts with a J, ends in an F, 5 letters. It's like the Richard of America when guys go by Dick. Sepp is the Dick to the Richard.
Joseph. Joseph.
Joseph. Joseph.
Oh, yes.
Joseph Sepp Straka.
How you done?
Although I do prefer his nickname in college, Ox, because he was fucking gigantic. All right, here we go. We have a duo of South Africans here. We go with Ernie Els. 8 letters, starts with a T, ends in an E.
How many additional vowels?
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3.
3 more
now,
vowels.
Like, this is one of those names where, like, I was saying it's like a Ernie isn't a part of the name, like how like Eric is in Frederick, but it's like it's a abbreviated, parsed down version of the actual full name.
Are there any additional E's?
There is an E. The third letter.
Okay.
Yeah, just the third letter. And then, of course, it's the final one, but we already know that.
And you said there's 3 additional vowels, including
Yes.
that E. I'd like to buy an O.
You can buy an O. It is the 4th letter and the 6th letter.
Okay. So I'm at T blank EO blank O blank E.
Yes. This should be pretty easy from here.
N?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go R.
R is the second to last letter.
Second to last letter. That's not where I thought the R was gonna be.
Where were you going with that N?
I was doing the Wheel of Fortune. What I always saw it as a kid when they do the final puzzle, when it's RSTLNE, I always saw that as R.L. Stein.
Okay.
Oh, it's Theodore.
Yeah, it's Theodore. It's Alvin Simon, and then there's Theodore. Ernie Theodore Els. Theodore is his first full name, and Ernie's the abbreviated down version of Theodore.
Chipmunk Els.
You know, I actually gave this one away earlier in the show.
Oh, boy.
What's Louis Oosthuizen's real first name? 9 letters.
Oh, Christ.
I literally said it in the first 6 minutes of the show.
Yeah, didn't register.
Reciting it as a Harry Potter spell.
Oh, yeah. The spell. I know what you're talking about. How many? It's 7 in between.
Yes.
There
are 3 more vowels.
3 more. So L, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an S. I'm gonna guess there's an O.
Yes. After the L.
I'm also gonna guess there's a U.
There is a U right after the S.
After the S.
L-O, bunch of blanks, U-S.
L-O blank. So U is right before the S, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any additional S's?
No.
Okay. Is there an I?
There is an I. Not ahead of the U, but right before that one.
So it's I
blank US.
US. So that leaves me with what, 5 more letters?
Yeah, you're missing 1 more vowel.
E?
E, that's the 4th letter.
So L-O blank
E blank
blank I blank US.
Yes.
So I have 4 more letters.
Yes. 3 actually. I'm sorry. L-O blank
E
blank I blank US.
T?
Nope.
R?
Funny, actually. What?
R?
Nope. It's funny because his actual true first name is a double name. It's Theodorus hyphen this.
N?
Nope.
fuck?
Let me know when you give up.
I'm no quitter. V?
V? No. There's where you're at right now.
Okay. What's tripping me up is the between the O and the E.
He's South African, so get a little
Right.
creative.
Z?
No.
Okay.
Not that creative.
Okay. W?
Oh, W is there, but not in the place that you think it is.
Oddly enough, that's where I had my cursor. Was that my get creative letter?
Yes.
The
The other two are pretty high up in the alphabet.
D?
D is in there. Now, can you get me the final letter? You should have it right now. Louis Oosthuizen goes by so close, but so far.
You said this one's also high up in the alphabet?
Yes.
F.
No. Ladella.
G.
Ladella, no.
I'm not quitting.
Higher up in the alphabet.
Higher B?
No. You're almost there.
A?
No.
C?
C.
What
Louis
the-
Lodelicus Oosthuizen.
Is that needs
Lodelicus Theodorus Oosthuizen.
that's
All
not
right.
a real name.
We have two more.
Sorry,
We had
Louis.
8 letters. Tom Kim, who got his name from watching Tom the Train.
Oh,
Train
I
Engine.
know this.
It's a classic Korean name.
Yeah. There's an N.
Yeah, yes.
It's the third letter of pre-hyphen.
No, it's not actually.
No?
It's actually the second to last letter. You're on the right track of where you're going, but you're not quite there.
There's an H.
Yep. First letter
E.
post hyphen. No E.
U?
U, yes, is the third to last letter.
O?
J-O-O. So Jew.
Okay.
So Jew what?
Did I say H already?
Yep. First letter after the hyphen.
So it's H
Blank.
blank.
U blank J. Just think about any baseball player. That's Korean.
It's like it's pronounced Win, but for a lot of those guys, but it's like Hwang.
Yeah, it's Ju Hyung.
Yeah.
Ju Hyung
Y.
Kim. Yeah, Y. Joohyung.
UNG.
All right, last one. The best mustache in all of golf. Johnson Wagner. A fucking weird name. Starts with an M, ends in a D. Something I cannot tell you a single person who has this name. I'm trying to find one person who actually might. It's actually really funny because I want to say this guy, because when you look up this name, this has the same last name as actually, no, sorry. Never mind. I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't know anybody who has this name except for this one guy who was raised in Indian territory and was an entrepreneur after the Civil War. Don't know who he is.
What?
If it gives you any sort of help, actually, I have nothing to help you with. This name is just so weird.
How many vowels?
One, two, but it's the same letter.
A.
No.
E.
No.
I.
No.
O.
Oh, M-O blank 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 O blank D.
R.
Second to last letter.
So I'm at what? M-O blank 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 R-D?
Yeah, so M-O blank 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 O-R-D.
O-R-D. So how many blanks do I still have? 3?
3.
L.
Nope.
T.
T, flat in the middle. M-O blank T blank O-R-D.
I hate my internet pilled brain. My brain's just like Mostard.
Not quite.
S.
No.
G.
No.
H.
No.
P.
Nope.
D. I already did that. That didn't count.
You have like an eyeball left on the hangman head.
I got brain cells left in there. Don't you worry. We'll pluck the brain cells from my hangman's brain. F. Did I already say that?
Yes, F. M-O-N blank Ford. Close it out.
Well, you just gave me the last letter. It's N.
Oh yeah, Montford. Johnson Montford Wagner.
You said M-O-N
Shit.
blank Ford.
I thought you didn't have the T. Fuck. Johnson Montford Wagner.
What a fucking Looney Tune.
It's an ugly name. But it makes sense why he goes by what he goes by, right?
I mean, it's not that much better.
I mean, Johnson with a mustache is a pretty damn good name.
Going by 2 last names is terrible.
KB, final major of the year, the John Deere Classic, at least for us in the USA. We have the next week, actually, believe it or not, or in 2 weeks, is the Open Championship. But before that, we get the John Deere. So far this year, the Creature Crown has gone to Kevin Yu at the Sanderson Farm, Austin Eckroat at the Worldwide Technologies. Scotty, of course, won the Hero World Challenge, and Thomas Dietrich won the Waste Management Phoenix Open. But we finally get that final 5th major of the year, the John Deere Classic. Classic golf course, very much a putter's paradise. Should be able to get a lot of really low scores. Look for guys with the hot putter, long drives, accurate drives to just dominate this golf course. History repeats itself often here. A lot of big first-time winners. Jordan Spieth has won here. Bryson DeChambeau won here. A lot of guys very early on in their careers, runner-ups. It's a predicator for success on the PGA Tour for young stallions to get big wins or top 5s at this golf course.
Isn't a major like the Masters, the US Open?
This is our Creature Crown major.
Oh, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of like the people watching and be like, when the fuck did the John Deere become a major?
It's a major in the eyes of the show, my friend. It's also the final USA major. Yeah,
for a loop. I was looking at that. My brain was turning like there was 4 hamsters.
Sure, you're the one who fucking created it.
Yeah, but when you say major, I'm like,
it's the creature crown. It's a major.
I thought you were talking about like a signature event, and I'm like,
all right,
use the wrong word.
I'm just gonna scrub this from the entirety of the show.
My
so we don't have to think about it.
There was gonna be smoke coming out there. I thought there was gonna be a new pope.
Oh my god, absolute freaking jokes, if you ask me. It's absurd. Well, you know what? It's fine. One thing though that we can totally outright avoid in all of this is we can forget about calling it the last major, where we can preview the John Deere while discussing our awesome brand, probably the newest member of the show's Rolodex of awesome partners, MacGregor Golf, who has been around forever, but the rebrand has been so real, and they are back with vengeance, to be quite honest with you, to probably say, for lack of a better term, rated the 2024 Direct-to-Consumer Company of the Year by My Golf Spy and Editor's Choice, quoted as being called a proven performer that offers a unique value proposition for golfers, bringing anybody who is early in the game, wants to get back into the game, beginner sets, DTC clubs from drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, irons, putters, wedges, anything you need. They have it all at an incredibly affordable price, with clubs starting as low as $150 for drivers and even lower. Also offering a unique selection of travel bags, regular stand bags, cart bags, and traveling cases on top of push carts and other notable accessories. MacGregor Golf is getting you ready to roll for the golf season. Get your children into the game. Everything from children's right and left-handed sets to ladies sets. And, of course, your one-stop shop for the best DTC clubs in the industry. From their milled series to their new MT86 irons, what they are calling literal beauty and a beast, all in one set. And, of course, for the older folks out there, the Wizard full hybrid set, going from a 4 to an 8 hybrid for those folks who want to get in on the game a little bit later in life. MacGregor Golf, keeping you ready all the time for the course and beyond.
Them having the Wizard series is what we like to call in this business, Steve.
Callback. Who probably has the best handicap at Hogwarts?
Ooh.
Hot take, dude. Hagrid's Bryson. That guy hits the ball 900 yards.
That's a great question. One of them Weasley twins was slanging it on the course.
Oh, the beaters?
They were out there molly-whopping golf balls.
You know, by the way, hold on. One character that really, like, in the movies did not get his fair shake and kind of just like went away. Whatever happened to James Woods? Or Wood? The keeper for Gryffindor's Quidditch team? I think his name was James. Kid kind of just like went away after the second movie. Faded from existence.
Oliver Wood.
James Wood is the actor. Like the really old 80s actor who always gets like joked on in Family Guy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. Yeah, like what happened to that guy?
He graduated and went
to
play Quidditch as a keeper at Puddlemere United as a reserve player after leaving school. And
a reserve player?
In 1998, Oliver returned to Hogwarts to fight in the Battle of Hogwarts against Voldemort and his Death Eaters alongside his former school friends and teammates. Dude was a real one. As they say in the biz, he was for the boys.
Was that man a donor, you think, to the school? He was given money?
He's one of their most famous athletic what do you call it? Alumni.
I wonder how heavily Hogwarts was looking for like donor money. Like, help us like rebuild the boathouse that we only ever saw in the one scene where Snape dies. Like That thing only existed for that scene.
Yeah, there's a whole like Harry Potter wiki page on Oliver Wood. He was played by Sean Biggerstaff.
I don't know who that is. I know who that is, but like I never like what else did he do?
So he did Chamber of Secrets. He was in Deathly Hallows Part 2, and he was in Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone. He was also in Mary Queen of Scots in 2013.
Unfamiliar.
He was in Cashback in 2004 and 2006. And recently, 2023, he was in Good Omens, a
good for him
series created by Neil Gaiman.
Good for him that he's still out there acting and grinding away.
He's done radio.
Really?
He's done radio. He was Noah. So like radio shows, which were basically like podcasts before podcasts.
Yeah.
He was doing like BBC radio stuff. That's pretty cool.
What the hell? That's crazy.
He was in like the Doctor Who like radio show.
We're really digging into the archives here on
he won a BAFTA in 2007.
Get this kid an EGOT. What are we doing?
Guy. No, that's a good pull by you. Like he didn't get celebrated enough.
No, that's actually like fucking sick.
What a guy. He's also like relatively young. He's only 42.
That's wild, dude. You don't realize like how young, even like obviously like Daniel Radcliffe's like still young, but like how young they started, it's kind of absurd.
His first professional acting role was at 10 years old, playing the son of Macduff in a Michael Boyd production of Macbeth at the Tron Theatre in Glasgow.
Wow.
What a guy.
It's actually incredibly impressive. That's wild.
Dude's a stud.
KB, let's get into the beer money plays here for the John Deere. If you want more on the John Deere itself, go check out our earlier episodes earlier in the year, a few years back. Not much has changed at the John Deere, but you can certainly expect the putting contest this week. Approach play, really keen. Driving play, very keen. Should have a lot of big results and low scores this week. But with that being said, it's time to give you the picks for who we think is going to dominate at the John Deere Classic at TBC Deere Run with our beer money picks presented by Kenwood Beer.
It is Kenwood Beer, the official beer partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia. It's a refreshing light beer, just 4.1% ABV, 120 calories, just 8 grams of carbs. You guys can go to kenwoodbeer.com. Use the Kenny Finder to see who's got Kenwood Beer on tap in the Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Maryland, New Jersey, and Delaware areas. You can also find Kenwood Beer at your local liquor stores in those markets. You can also check out the Kenwood Beer storefront, the shop. They got the awesome Kenwood Golf League shirt, plus the beer golf glasses as well. Kenwoodbeer.com. Must be 21 or older to do so. You can also get Kenwood Beer at the Man all summer long with the big Kennys, the tall boys, available at the Man. But in any case, you must be 21 or older to do so. And as always, guys, please drink responsibly. And for whatever godforsaken reason you're tailing our picks, please gamble responsibly as well.
Yeah, we had an ass week.
Don't we always?
I mean, no, we've
more often than not.
We've been pretty good. This week in particular was just really bad, but we're trying. We're getting there. You know what it is? I just think that this golf season has been a little bit like crazy because there's been a lot of moving parts, and just the young stallions keep on showing out every week.
We got bamboozled and flat out deceived last week. On a normal week, Ben Griffin wins. We were on to something.
I thought he was a shoo-in. I mean, granted, he's the odds-on leader this week, so who knows? Maybe we're just
terrible vibes. It's terrible vibes.
Maybe we're simply just a week late to the party. Who knows?
Minus 18, and he finishes tied for whatever. What a bunch of
T13.
Bunch of bullshit.
Insane.
KB Mouse event.
let's dig right into the good stuff here at TBC Deer Run in Silvis, Illinois. Top 20 pick at the John Deere. Who's spraying that John Deere green? Who went to the tractor?
I'm just taking this because this guy's name fucking rocks. Give me Pearson Cootie at plus 175.
You will not believe where he went to college.
He's got cooties.
He went to the University of Texas at Austin. Go hook 'em horns. Pearson Cootie.
Pearson Cootie.
It's a fucking great name.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go with Professor Aldrich Potgieter for top 20. Oh my god! In a universe where I can get a guy who hits the ball 340 yards and manages to come off a win, and I can get him a plus 190, that's a fucking home run and a half. So Professor Potgieter for a top 20, sipping his butter beers on the 18th green. Top 10.
I'm gonna go with. Why not? Give me Ricky Fowler plus 400.
God, you fucking love tailing this guy's ass.
It's my guy. I shook his hand. My life was complete to a degree when I met Ricky Fowler at the Truist.
It's kind of I never realized or never thought that I'd be taller than Ricky Fowler.
He's a small little lad. You can fit him in your pocket. He's like Dobby.
Dobby's a good elf.
I fucking love Dobby.
Master give Dobby a sock. Top 10.
Dobby is free.
Top 10. I'm going with another guy who looks like he could be in the Harry Potter universe. JT Poston, former champion at this golf club. Top 10 pick for Poston. He has 2 top 10s in his last 2 starts. Top 5.
Steve, I think this may get one of the biggest laughs out of you I've ever delivered. My top 5, I'm cranking that Soldier Boy. We're going Kevin Yu.
Oh, okay.
And you best believe if he goes for the brand this week, I'm dubbing over. Fucking crank that.
My friend went to a dry wedding this weekend. They played one rap song. You will not believe what song it was. And it was not Soulja Boy.
Oh, I was going to say, turn my sweat.
Well, it was by Soulja Boy. It wasn't Crank That Soulja Boy, though.
Kiss Me Through the Phone.
No, imagine going to a dry wedding and listening to Turn My Swag On.
Oh, that's what I said. When you said it wasn't Soulja Boy, I was like, oh, it was going to be Turn My Swag On.
Roll that back. Turn that swag on.
Took a look in the mirror, said, what's up? Yeah, get money.
Do you know what my walk-up song was freshman year of high school?
I do, but I don't, because we bring this up a ton whenever we talk about music.
No. I bring up what I walked up to in college and high school. Was totally different. It was Shane Hang Low by Jibbs.
Yeah, I knew that.
Top 5. I'm going with the young Thor, the new head of, I don't know, where does Thor live?
Asgard.
Thank you. Yes, the new king of Asgard, Michael Torbjornsson, who could also very well be a Viking in the Harry Potter universe. We're just gonna keep on cranking those out.
Do you know who I think of when I see the Torbjornsson name now?
No.
It's very like internet pilled.
I believe Erickson Day.
The two twins that are like Da Vinci. That's who I think of when I see the Torbjornsson.
Michael Torbjornsson plus 600. He was the runner-up here last year in his debut tour event. Your gimme pick this week. Names. Give me names.
My gimme pick. We're gonna do another gimme parlay. How did that do last week? Probably fucking
it ate booty cheeks.
We're gonna crank.
I don't think a single bet hit last week.
Hell yeah. We're gonna take Pearson Cootie, parlay him with Kevin Soulja Boy. and we're going to throw in your guy, Michael Torbjornsson, all for plus money, top 30 finishes for a plus 869 parlay.
I'm going to go very simple. It's minus 120 because he burned us last week, but he had a 6th straight top 20. You can get Ben Griffin at minus 120 for a top 20, including ties. He had 6 straight top 20s, and this course is arguably easier than the Rocket Mortgage because all the fairways funnel into the middle. I'll go Ben Griffin at minus 120. KB, the ladder parlay, the Four Nations parlay that you're cooking. I will say, while you did shit the bed last week, you did nail on Minwoo Lee and Hideki Matsuyama for 2 of the 4.
Yep, I
so
did.
Let's see where else you can go with this. Hopefully, we can connect on a Four Nations leg.
We're gonna go to Great Britain and Ireland, and we're gonna take Seamus Power at plus 180. We are going to. We're gonna go to Korea, and we're gonna go Siwoo Kim at plus 140.
See who?
Siwoo. We are going to Germany. We're going to go to Deutschland and take Steven Jaeger at plus 110.
Jaeger bombs.
And then
Lemon drops.
We are going to our favorite spot to go, Top Oceania. This one's a little bit different than normal, but it's Jason Day minus 200, which gives you a 4-pick parlay of 2016. Talk about summer 16, baby.
So, I love that play. I'm going to give you my 40, 30, 20 ladder parlay. And let me tell you, I'm juiced for this bet. KB, you better get it ready. And I want you to tell the people at home what the odds are on this bet because it is fucking juicy. I have 3 names for you that I think stand out in a very interesting way going into this week. My top 40 pick, I can get him at plus 140. How the hell on earth can I get Max Homa at plus 140 for a top 20 pick? That's a absurdity. Albeit he has not played very good golf, and he actually hasn't finished top 20 since the Masters. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt this week, and I think he can perform up to the standards that we are hoping for this week. He has not played in this golf tournament in quite some time. He has not played this tournament since, I believe, if I'm going back all the way. Oh, my God. He hasn't played it since 2019. Oh, my God. He has never played this event. Holy crap. Look at that. Now I'm getting excited. Max Homa. Sorry. He played in 2017. He missed the cut. Well, you know what? We'll call it 8 years later. He'll get back into it. He last played this event when I was a sophomore in college. That's freaky. My top 30 pick, he has 3 top 10s in his last 5 outings here. Adam Schenk, the worst name in golf. He's plus 280 for a top 30. And then my top 20 pick, who's actually been putting together a really good stretch of golf as of late, coming off of an injury. He's played some, again, pretty inspiring golf, back-to-back top 20s in his last 2 starts. I'm going with Cameron Champ. He's got a T9 at the Canadian Open and a top 20 at the Rocket Classic. He's plus 330. What does that pay out, KB?
That is a plus 3,821 parlay. $10 wins you $392.16.
Hell yeah, baby. Give me a big fat 38-1 play here that I am all over. I love those numbers there. So give me that for my 40, 30, 20 ladder parlay. Once again, Max Homa, top 40. Adam Schenk, top 30. And Cam Champ, top 20. Finally, the winner at the John Deere Classic. Who's it going to be?
I hate that Ben Griffin is the favorite after picking him last week. That frustrates me like no other. God damn it, my double play parlay didn't hit. Fuck. That's my favorite bet in all of sports right now. Is betting over half on double plays turned by teams. Fuck it, we ball. Give me the swag god, Jason Day, plus 2,500.
I'm going a little bit meaty here. I'm going to take a nap on all you haters. Jake Knapp, give me the win. Tempo Town, USA, Jake Knapp. Rep by the Anaheim Ducks. Hall of Famer Chris Kreider. Jake Knapp is going to be running home with the tractor to Southern Florida.
Can we just talk about how the Ducks first round pick is wearing number 95 and his last name is McQueen? And from the draft, they flew him to Disneyland like immediately, and he got a picture with Lightning McQueen in Cars Land.
That's Kay. You're gonna love this.
I'm gonna send you the picture.
The Anaheim Ducks in the NHL draft drafted a kid named McQueen.
Roger McQueen.
Number 95. But he plays for the Ducks. And the day after he got drafted, went to Disneyland and took a photo with Lightning McQueen. That kid's going to literally be Lightning McQueen, and they're going to have the branding all over him. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. I love it. Jake Knapp, 35-1 to win the John Deere Classic. That's going to do it all for us here, folks, on Underground Sports Philadelphia and the Getting the Whole podcast. KB, Steve-O here. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow on all of our social media platforms at Getting the Whole Pod on Twitter, Facebook, X, also called Twitter.
Don't call it
TikTok.
that.
TikTok and beyond, and of course Instagram. Leave a 5-star rating and a comment on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. The engagement really helps get the platform pushed out even greater than to our awesome listeners every single week. And of course, Underground Sports PHI on YouTube. Subscribe, like, get those follow numbers up, and get all of your favorite podcasts across the network, from Top Bins to OTB to Underground Circuit and beyond. And of course, here on Getting the Whole, really helps the entire brand get noticed. For KB, I'm Steve-O. We'll see you guys next week, episode 211 of the Getting the Whole pod. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the Creature Crown, the final major in America in 20. Thanks for listening to Getting the Whole, the official golf podcast of Underground Sports Philadelphia. Catch us every week wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and be sure to like and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Getting the Whole Pod, and follow Underground Sports Philadelphia at Underground PHI. We'll see you next time, and remember, get in the hole!